for measuring the flow in a small creek coming out of a culvert, the salt dilution method and the volumetric or bucket method. The volumetric method can be one of the most accurate methods, but it takes a little bit of know-how. So ideally, you start with a bucket, and I use a Rubbermaid flat one because you capture more of the flow. Ideally, you have some marks inside, but those often are hard to hit, especially when you're dealing with larger flow amount. So we're going to use the mass measurement method today. We're using MyWay wheat-scale scale. So as you may or may not know, these are strange days, and it's difficult to find a measurement field partner. So today I'm going to rely on my trusted friend, myself.
Now?
Yeah, come on in. So say your name.
Gabe.
Cool. Okay, good. So this is our flow. The nice thing here is that you've got all of the flow coming out of the culvert, and you're able to get the bucket underneath. So if you're ready, yeah, how long is this going to take? It's going to take about 5 minutes. And we're going for breakfast after. Yeah, we will. Didn't you wear the headphones? I'm listening to music. So first of all, we stir the bucket. Okay. And when your partner's ready? Yeah? Yep. I'll count to 3, and we'll measure it. 1, 2, 3. 2.16. About 12.2. Okay. And we'll do that about 5 times. 5.6. Won't take long. Alright, I didn't tell you. Yeah, you got it for me. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2. 2.52. 14.3. Why are we doing this? 1, 2, 3. 2.5. 14.9. Why are we doing this? I don't know. We talked about it after. We put it on the website.
Yeah, that's good. Ready?
Yep. 1, 2. 2.71. 15.6. One more. 5.75. Ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3. 2.38. 13.66. 5.75. That's all there is to it. If you have a bucket that has marks and a lower flow, you could have the time and do away with the scale, but this is just a nice way to get an accurate measure. Now 5.67. Weren't you going to tell them about the water? Why are we measuring it? Scale? Almost forgot. The reason we're weighing it is because water weighs 1 kilogram around 4 degrees C. It's what makes life possible on the planet. It gets a little bit less dense when it gets warmer and colder. But the error is so small that we're not going to worry about it. At 15 degrees C, it's 0.3% error. So we're good for today. 5.7 plus or minus 5%.